Hello and welcome to the Wallace Farm. Okay, so the other day we did install the door and this feeder and stuff, but I didn't record it for some reason. I know it started raining. Now, just so everybody knows, if we had the proper materials to build this, it would not look like this. Everything would be square, everything would be perfect to a point.
Go back in past videos, and if you go back about a year, you'll see the hutch I built. It was a 12-foot hutch. It's 12 feet wide, and it was 5 feet deep, and it was about, give or take, about 7 or 8 feet tall. If you go back and watch that video, you'll see we do know how, we have some knowledge of construction and methods. This is just a makeshift thing to get the babies in and get the rat, until we get something better built. When we get a little bit more money, we can buy brand new lumber. We're going to redo, this is going bye-bye. We're going to get a brand new thing, custom built, hutch built like I had at the house. So, as I said, for anybody that's curious or, as I said, you know this ain't the right way to do it, feel free to go back and look at the past videos, because normally I would not build this like this. I'm ready to burn this thing to the ground right now, but
it will work, so
this will work for now, temporary.
Okay, so we were going to do an A-frame, but he decided, because funding is a little small right now, we're just going to make the one side taller, and then okay, so it's another day. It started raining, so we didn't get much done. So down here there was a gap that a rodent could have gotten in, and so we just put another piece of wood right there so nothing could get in there. So hopefully we're going to get this done today. It's supposed to be a beautiful day. No reason why we shouldn't be able to get this done. So that's the plan for today. I got to wait for William and the kids to get here to get started. So I'm going to take care of some animals. Go feed the chickens, the ducks. Look like Roswell got a mess here, so we gotta clean him out. And see how everybody else is doing. Dusty's doing good. I'm probably gonna get Roswell's water system set up while I'm waiting for William to get here. No, you probably can't see him real well. Get a crow for us, Hank. Okay, as you can see, I put the nipple on there. See, they know how to use them. So I'm going to go around the back and connect the hose. Okay, so I just have the T-piece on there. I'm going to connect it over there, but I'm just going to run the line back here first. Now, I would run some brackets, but I don't know if the screws would go through the plywood, and I don't want that to, put sharp edges inside the hutch. So I'm just going to pull this a little bit. I don't want it too tight, but I want it tight enough. And I know these scissors are overkill, so I'm just going to connect that for right now. So this way, whenever I do the other side, it doesn't just come flying out. Okay, so I have the T-piece here. I'm going to cut this and attach everything. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get video or not. I'm here by myself right now, so I don't see an angle to where I'm going to be able to get video for this, so I'll be back. Okay, so I have that connected there, and I'm going to go bleed the line. Okay, so in order to bleed the line, I just take this off over here, And I wait for water to come and all the bubbles. Get Roswell, sorry honey. There you go, look. Look, you got water. He didn't like that. I wasn't trying to do all that, but you know. So now Roswell has his automatic water setup. You can see that the hose is hanging down pretty low, and I don't like that. So I found some small screws that I'm going to use for this. Now in the middle I could just put a regular screw because it's not going to hit nothing. It's in the middle of both the cages, so that's what I'm going to do. And there's enough slack there that I might be able to put it up pretty high. I mean, I don't want it up too high, but I mean, like I said, this middle one, it doesn't matter because it's not going to hit nothing. So I just got a regular screw. And then right here, it's on the edge, so it's not like it's going to hit anything. And I am probably going to cut the slack or move the nipple over because now it's leaking because there's not that much tension on it. I don't know if you can see it leaking a little bit. So I'm going to attempt to fix that. I'm just going to move it over a little bit if I can. I also didn't think these bars were going to be far enough apart or close enough together for this to work. I had mesh on here previously when I did this, you know, hardware cloth and stuff, and so like I said, I didn't think it was going to work. I know there's just moving it over one, but no, it's not leaking. Okay, so we got the lock on. We decided not to put, you know, the little piece on because, I mean, with the weather, it's just gonna have to keep moving it, and this holds it shut. So we're gonna add a piece of wood down here because there is a gap at the bottom of the door, and it's gonna be like that on both sides. And then we're gonna add a piece of wood in the back because you can see right there, there's a gap too. And then we're gonna get this door on. Hopefully this will be done today, minus the roof. So you put some rafters on. So what we're gonna do is have the water run from this side down instead. It's just easier. And add a piece down here. I don't know if you can see it. That didn't help. Can't really see it, but there's a piece under there because there was a gap. So, and we added this piece right here to the front. because there was a big gap underneath the door. It just made more sense to add one long piece than individual pieces per door. So it's coming along. And he went around and smoothed out. You know, there was screws coming out of here because this is where the hinges were. He did that. And he smoothed out where the screws were coming in on this side because we added this piece of wood here. We didn't have to, but like I said, we put the feeder on the inside, so I don't want it to get wet. So, and that piece just seemed to fit. So we're like, hey, let's do that. We would be farther along, but we kind of ran out of gas for the generator, so he had to go get more gas. So now the only thing left, minus the roof, which we're gonna wait for, is to put the door on here. So that's what we're gonna do. I'll try to take some videos, but we were like in a mad dash a little bit ago because we knew the generator was running out of gas. So I will try to get some videos. If not, we'll be back with another update. So I got this Deluxe pocket hole jig kit. I had it for, I don't know, I've had it for a while now. But I got it and we decided to use it to make the door. Now, the holes aren't the prettiest, but it actually it worked pretty good.
I think if the wood was a little thicker, like if we were doing a brand new construction, I think it would have worked better with thicker wood, like a 2x4 or 2x6.
So it comes with this bit, this, screws, I guess the cover up, and then it comes with this piece too that goes inside the drill.
The only thing that I don't like about it is I wonder if there's a kit you can get with different sizes, okay? Cause
yeah, there is.
You see how close together those are? I'd have liked it if because on the board they're kind of close. This should have been a little bit wider. So if you can get wider jigs to space the screws out a little more for like wider boards, like a 2x6, you know, that'd be great. But other than that, it works pretty nice.
Okay.
We could take my palm sander and sand that little burrs and stuff off. That's no big deal. I don't think it looks that bad. I mean, for salvage, you know, wood.
Well, it seems to be holding it pretty good. Yeah, here, pick it up, honey.
It's on there.
So, I mean, it's holding its shape.
It's not moving. It's not twisting or anything, really. So, I mean, hey, not bad.
We are going to put a piece in the middle because we're going to put mesh on this part. So, we would record, but the kids are, you know, being kids. So, like I said, we'll just come back for next update. We're putting mesh across the top because when we put the plastic roofing on, there's going to be gaps that possibly mice could get into. So, I know it's overkill. And yes, we see the gap right there. We're going to put mesh over that as well. So, but that's what he's doing right now.
A lot of time getting my stuff together. You know why? This is why I got the stuff I got, though, because I knew we were going to be getting the property one way or another eventually, and I knew I needed tools to build stuff on it. So that's why I didn't just do it just because I wanted them at the house. At that point in time, I also needed them for the property because I knew I needed them. Every tool I got set out with a purpose behind it. And this is what the stapler was bought for. It wasn't one of the things where I just bought it just because I'm a guy and I told you. I will do from time to time. If I see a tool like, ooh, I think I could use that, let me buy it, I'm going to buy it.
My pocket jig, that's why I bought it.
It's a typical guy, I know. But most of my tools, they get used eventually. It's not right away. No, I promise you, but no matter out.
So now we're working on the door. Got our centerpiece in. I'm getting the mesh along the outside. some doors on. We had to cut the one a little bit because, you know, stuff happens. So we got the locks on it, got the mesh all along the top. So all we need is handles, the roof, and a rabbit, and we'll be done. So Danielle's putting Roswell in there just to see. What do you think, Roswell?
They'll be sitting over here.
What do you think? Is it good? Yeah, okay. He shook his head yes, he approves.
Oh, that's why.
This front.
Okay, so, on to the next project. This is going to be our Quail Hutch. This is going to be where they get out of the rain and everything. And then over here, we're going to have like a decent sized run, because we need at least 30 quails to feed us one meal. So that's why I want a cage or hutch or whatever you want to call it this big. Now, they don't need this part to be this big, but that's just my personal preference, because we want a lot of them. Like I said, we need at least 30 for a meal. So I want to have at least, 20 females and 5 males, so this way we have constant egg production. No, we don't have quail yet. No, we don't have eggs yet. This is one time where we're trying to get the stuff done before we get the animals. And we really need some eggs in our life that are not from the store. I am so tired of paying $5 something for 60 eggs. That is insane. So we have pieces like this that we're going to use for the walls, so just make it way easier. No, it doesn't look pretty, but it will work. So we do have part of this wall up. I just put a couple screws in it to hold it for him, so this way he can do what he wants to do. He wants to put brads in it and screws to give it extra support.
It's snowing. That was shaking my arm and it was tickling my ear.
And it's almost perfect. That's beautiful.